I'm working.
Wrong answer.
I don't do dialects. But don't tell them that, of course.
Well, not unless they're wanting some, I mean, if they ask if you tap dance, then, this is the thing. I don't not do anything. I just
Right.
haven't learned to do it yet.
Right.
I mean, in all honesty, it's per minute. Okay, and so you do dialects?
Yeah, I can work on them, for sure.
Okay, then. All right, let's get you to slate with your name, please.
My name is Leah Marie Parker.
And it says here on your resume you're SAG eligible. What does that mean, eligible? I'm Mr. LA, I don't have a clue.
Well, actually, that's an old resume, but it did mean I'm from North Carolina. That's a right-to-work state. So I wanted both SAG and non-SAG production companies to know that I could go either way.
Okay, then. All right, let's look at that answer. But for the most part, you can't tell that to Mr. LA who has it. Okay? All right, then. And go ahead and slate your pieces, please. Begin when you're ready.
I will be performing Dorothy Parker in The Portable Dorothy Parker. This is the last time I'll look at the clock. I will not look at the clock again. It's 10 minutes past 7. He told me he'd call at 5. I'll call you at 5, darling. At least I think that's where he said darling. I'm pretty sure he said darling there, but I do know he called me darling twice. The other time is when he said goodbye. Goodbye, darling. He was really busy, and we can't talk much at the office. But he called me darling twice. I hope he didn't mind my calling him. After all, it had been 3 days since we talked. We hadn't talked in 3 days, and I was just calling to see how he was. It was the way anybody would have called him. I hope I wasn't bothering him. I couldn't have been bothering him. No, of course you're not, he said. And he said he'd call me. I hope he didn't say he'd call me and then never do it. I didn't ask him to call me. Truly, I didn't. I'm sure I didn't. I know, they hate it when you call them. It makes them know that you're thinking about them and wanting them. And that makes them hate you. God, please don't let him be one of those guys who tells him you're called and then doesn't. God, please don't. Goodbye, I'll call you at 5, darling. Goodbye, darling. Thank you.
Okay, and cut. All right, let's look at a couple of things. Good work. Again, you can see where it's gone. And you have more variety in that based upon your first take where we didn't have as much and we talked about how can you build that, how can you find more emotional life in it. Watch your slate of this piece because it is from the Portable Dorothy Parker. That isn't a, you know, just...
a dead giveaway?
Well, it's a piece of, it's just, the Portable Dorothy Parker is just a compilation of her work. You need to know what this piece is from. And I don't know that, to tell you, and I'm sorry. It is by Dorothy Parker.
Right. Oh, I thought that was the title of it's a compilation. I thought it was the title of the specific.
I don't think it is. I think it's, I could be wrong, but you need to know. And however you do that, it's not, it is from that piece. It's not in it, or research that more, basically.
Okay, yeah.
And if you can come up with a character name, that'd be advantageous.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
The other thing is, we did see more variety. We did see more of the rhythm. When you're making your POV in the beginning and you are talking about this, the last time I'll look at the clock, then make that probably a quicker move for yourself and get your POV established from the beginning. So if it's boom, 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 and then your eyes are with us, and then we know you're going to talk to us. And there was one other thing, and I didn't write notes. Up on a line. If an actor corrects themselves on a line, we know it. You corrected yourself on goodbye, darling, because you started to say it and you jumped the gun.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Don't ever do that. Correct yourself on a concept or a line only as an actor, as a character, not as the actor. Because our characters don't have lines. Goodbye. And so if that came out of your mouth, then just make it
Go
happen
ahead.
and then go back with, I'll call you at 5, darling. Okay? Now, you did one character mannerism where you touched your mouth here. At least I thought that. Was that planned?
Yes.
Actor planning.
Mhm.
Now, let's motivate our actions. Again, if you look at neurolinguistic programming even, there's talk of body language. There's a lot of books and things on that. It's a very good thing for actors to read. But if she's feeling enamored with this person or angry, emotional levels all through this area, if he calls her darling, is there something that, you know, like the girl in the nightclub's like doing this on the thigh to let the guy know I'm interested, whether she even knows she's doing that or not. But is there something that's happening here for her that is that enamoring? Okay? Does he touch your cheek? Does he, twirl your hair or something that works for that? And let me see that happening.
It looked calculated.
It looked calculated.
Yeah.
It felt it.
That's my downfall. Yeah,
Yeah.
big time. I'm calculated.
No.
I am. I can't get away from it.
That
I'm
is,
trying.
well then stop thinking of the pink elephant in the living room and actually motivate your calculations. You know that you needed physical movement there. But instead of just accepting that and taking it further and going, okay, I need physical movement there. No, I shouldn't do that because that'll be calculated. No, go, I need physical movement there.
Why?
How can I motivate that? Why do I need it? Because she's enamored with him and she's thinking of him. And that's where you put yourself on the line and you do things that make you vulnerable. Like, well, it makes her feel good to,
Right.
Okay, so you'll motivate it first, but then you'll find the right action.
Okay. All right.
Hey, can I get you to slate for me, please?